All I can talk to is what I know for a fact about Michael Conforto's thoughts on the matter. And even, a couple of years ago, when I asked him point blank if he would be open to contract extension talks, he said absolutely. And, that raised a couple of eyebrows just because of who his agent is. And people expect that Scott Boras will push his clients to go to free agency. That's what he tends to like to do. But, at that time, and it's been reiterated since, Michael Conforto has been upfront about the fact that Scott Boras works for him, and he is interested in staying here long term. He does love it here. But the fact of the matter is that right now, with the situation that Conforto is in, maybe he takes a hometown discount a little bit, but he's got to be paid what he's worth.
The closer you let a star get to free agency, the more likely that his agent will convince him that he is in a good position to look at what the marketplace has to offer. I think that they do need to do something soon here, in part because of who the owner is now. Steve Cohen is in a position to use his wallet in a proactive fashion for the Mets here, and locking Michael Conforto up. These are the kinds of moves that he is in a position financially to do. Lock up your homegrown stars, the players that your fans are in love with, and put them in your lineup for a long time to come.
I think you have to get this done sooner rather than later. I did speak to Scott Boras a few days ago about another client of his, Juan Soto, who is eventually going to get paid a lot of money as well. And I'm kind of reminded with Conforto about the situation with Anthony Rendon, who was a free agent a few years ago, and it was approaching it kind of the same way. And Rendon said, listen, the closer you get to free agency, he compared it to being someone who's shopping for a new car, and you're in the same lot at the same dealer for a long time. You get so close as free agency, free agency becomes this thing that you're going to hit, gets so much closer and closer. Why not shop around?
If you had to choose right now, which player would you give an extension to, Lindor or Conforto?
Yeah, I would go with Lindor here because I think he's going to be the more willing participant as opposed to Michael Conforto. And I'd be curious to know what Conforto really thinks he's worth. And I wonder if there's going to be more teams, bidding for someone like Michael Conforto, because he's not going to be a $300 million guy like a Francisco Lindor, we believe. And that really shrinks and narrows the pool. As I said, I think that Lindor is going to be the willing participant here. Scott Boras is not his agent. And if I might be the first person to quote Maya Angelou on the show, although I would not be surprised if you have quoted Maya Angelou, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. And I think Scott Boras directing his clients to free agency, that's something we know.